I'm like, no, can't beat me. We don't get this done. They're not gonna stop me. I just wasting my time with all this footage out, and we ain't got nothing. But Bible study. There you go, sit down, man, please. Still running around, man. Man, me every Wednesday. That was the wrong thing I played. My bad, y'all. I'm running around like a chicken with head cut off. It's 10 o'clock already. We gotta hurry and get this thing.
Yeah, this is Bro Dead Row. Now you know. Here with a remix. Y'all ain't like the first verse.
There we go.
Alrighty, everybody. Minister Brother Derek here. I just want to do this real quick. It's 4:39. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get this. I'm gonna drop it. Stop, look, and listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Jesus put an offer on the table. And everyone out there is now able to come home with God in your heart. You're never alone. If you believe me, you don't need that weed. Give Jesus a hug and put down the rug. Ritual, the devil's already won. So why are you picking up that gun? If your spirit is activated and fake, why do you need that alcoholic drink? Because the devil tells you, he rules you, he fools you. But the minister is here to school you. I'm here to preach. I'm here to teach. And it's you I'm trying to reach through this song that I come with. When Jesus comes back, only God knows. Are you ready or are you sent heaven? Are you ready or are you sent heaven? You won't be if you follow me. I come with it now. Oh God, what can I say about me? You still love us sinners and you offer your grace for free. I'm not worthy, but you still search me out of a life of sin. And with Jesus' help, I know I can win. I love serving my Lord. He opens the door to a relationship with God. This is the only way in the name of Jesus. I always pray and I lay myself as a footstool to the lost demons. I know that it's not true to be a believer, but I'm not with my soul in the hands of the deceiver. A wicked devil, who remember with my desires and aches and one for reaching paradise. A day with no pain, no stress. You gave me the way, and now I'm blessed. You can test me, let the devil trust me. But baby, hell is one place I don't want to see. So stop, look, and listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Are you ready or are you sent heaven? Stop, look, and listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Minister Robert Derek. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Peace, everyone. This is Minister Bubba Derek. I'm coming at y'all real. And that's what I do. It's really hard to be a Christian in 2020. Yes, it is. Everybody seems to have a double stamp on them. And we don't get no respect in the world. We are considered weak. We are considered soft. We are considered dumb for believing in the book. But yet, these people have no morals. And you see what the world is going to. We get no credit. So, this is for those who are angry, who are remaining, who are thinking on the team. Let's get it. Every day I dance before the Lord. So I stay connected to Jesus like an extension cord. I walk upon a stripe as long as my name is in the book of life. Let my light shine. Let it broadcast worldwide. I let Jesus be my guide, and if he lets me live another day, I continue to come to the people and say, stop being selfish, stop sinning, come to God, and start winning. I roll with the Lord who is in control. Heaven is my goal, this earth is a first level. I help my fellow man. He's a liar, he's a fraud, his desire is to keep me away from my God. The most people I come off as righteous, but I'm tempted. I might just do a few of the things that God can't stand and frown on. Every day I've been reborn, I've been hit with many opportunities. I cannot remain in unity with the Holy Father. Sometimes I wonder, is it worth the bother? I remain devout, but it feels like I'm missing out. Most other people that I meet who lie, steal and cheat, seem content, while Christians like me, our time has been struggling. It should be the other way around. I'm not complaining, but how can you tell someone who's living it up to give it up when they're posting high? Doing right is a headache. There's got to be a better road to take. You know, a middle ground between Jesus and Satan. I know who to follow. See, I'm not debating for what I'm waiting for. Satan is winning the battle, but God is winning the war. Every day I dance before the Lord, so I stay connected to Jesus like an extension cord. I walk on the stripe as long as my name is in the book of life. So let the light shine, let it broadcast worldwide. I let Jesus be my guide, and if he lets me live another day, I'll continue to come to the people and say, stop being selfish, stop saying, come to God and start winning. I roll with the Lord who is in control. He said, heaven is my goal, this earth is the first level. I help
That's right, and put it on repeat.
He's a liar, he's a fraud. He's a liar, to keep me away from my God. It's a struggle every day to stay on course. I'm behind the empty line, so I need the word of God as my force, my resource. Becoming immune to the negativity that surrounds me. The devil has a bounty on my head. Sometimes I dread coming outdoors. I feel like I've been drafted before. But it's okay, the devil can play his mind game, but he can't hurt me where it counts. That's spiritually. He tries to distract me physically, financially. But these things don't mean jack to me. I turn my back to thee. It's not easy. It's in man, it's to be greedy. So I always want what we can't have. A material means nothing to me. Hey, don't make me laugh. A spiritual event, what's the difference? It's all show. Cause both of these men will take me where I got to go. But if I cheat or steal, then I lose my perfection. For a house, for a lesson, to be under the direction of a sick demon. Whose goal is to own my soul, no thanks. I roll with the Lord who is in control. Every day I dance before the Lord, so I stay connected like an extension cord. I welcome all the strife as long as my name is in the book of life. Let my light shine, let it broadcast worldwide. I let Jesus be my God, and if he let me live another day, I continue to come to the people and say, stop being selfish, stop sinning. Come to God and start winning. Minister Brother Derek, let's get it. Welcome to the Minister Brother Derek Show, and I am Minister Brother Derek. I just want to say that I love Jesus, and that's the title of this song. I love you, Jesus. We'll follow you wherever you lead us.
I love you, Jesus.
I love you, Jesus. Don't let the devil deceive us.
I love you, Jesus.
Can't get enough.
Hey.
I love my Jesus. But people say to keep it real.
Keep it real.
Here's the deal. If you're not saved, you're
I
missing
love
out.
you,
If you're not born
Jesus.
again, your future is in doubt. Your body wasn't made to last.
I
If
love
God
you,
comes, it will
Jesus.
reduce to ash. Your flesh will rot, but your life will not.
I love
You know
you,
your soul will go on
Jesus.
forever, so you better realize that you need God, or you will be surprised by the pain of a flame that never goes out. The pits of hell, where the heat swells up, there's no release. not for a moment of peace. The agony and cry.
I love you,
There's
Jesus.
someone in the background singing, burn, baby, burn. This isn't normal.
I
Burn,
love
baby,
you,
burn. I'm
Jesus.
gonna walk in inferno. But seriously though, this will happen if Jesus come back and finds you naked. See, no one knows the time of day. But if you follow the word, it won't matter.
I love you,
Because in
Jesus.
heaven, no one will ever be sick or shed a tear. So in this ground, I show no fear. What you gonna do? Kill me? Make me a martyr? Give me a head start? Put me on the fast track? So keep macking, keep stacking, keep on shacking up. But get caught napping and the jig is up. And I just want to say, I love you, Jesus. Follow you wherever you lead us.
I love you, Jesus.
I love you, Jesus. Don't let that devil deceive us.
I love you, Jesus.
If you think that witnessing to your neighbors is weird, pick a foreign country with statues.
I love you,
These
Jesus.
are people who don't know God, only look at the character like a parallel.
I love you,
Most
Jesus.
Americans believe in one God, one superior being. Christianship is growing up solely by the million, but we spend our time fulfilling the desires
I
of
love
our
you,
flesh. We
Jesus.
won't give Jesus our best effort, but we ask for blessings that we don't
I
deserve.
love you,
And you wonder
Jesus.
why our prayers are not heard. In church, you put down those you really admire. You know you have a desire to make that easy money. Drive the fancy car. You feel like a star. When you enter the bar or club, deep down, your spirit isn't for
I
all
love
your
you,
ways. So why
Jesus.
should anybody listen to a darn thing you say? I love you, Jesus. Follow you wherever you lead us.
I love you, Jesus.
I love you, Jesus. Don't let the devil deceive us.
I love you, Jesus.
I love you, Jesus. We'll follow you wherever you lead us.
I love you, Jesus.
Let the Holy Spirit lead us. And one more time. I love you, Jesus. All right, y'all, let's get it. Let's get to the Bible study. The minister, Brother Derek Show. Let's get it.
Well, let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're a little late. That's not no excuse not to come. Sorry, I ain't got a shirt and tie on, but it's 10:20. We're going to get this done. Every Wednesday, we study 2 chapters of the gospel. And we've been doing Mathhew, and we are at 24 and 25. And we're going to get through them. Bobcat had asked me to do something on Enoch. Enoch is not one book. Enoch is huge. From the watchers to the demons being put in the mind in the mountains and locked up, from them impregnating the women, from the flood having to wash them out. This is a series. So maybe when we get through Mathhew, maybe we'll do the book of Enoch and do 2 chapters a night. I didn't know it was so much. So I thought it was just a couple pages and you went on about your business. It's a lot to cover. And it's a lot of things. I understand why I was taken out. There's a lot of things that contradict. There's a lot of things that make sense. But we have to remember that the Romans took over the religion. And a lot of y'all that's Catholic, y'all get mad at me and get mad. Go do your research and see how they tinkered with everything. They're the ones that made the decision what went in the canon. They call it the canon. The books that were kept and put in the Bible, the Roman Catholics put it in there. Some things they took out, things that were contradictory or they felt didn't make any sense. But it's been going to that calendar, going by that calendar, it's been 2,000 years. Jesus and God ain't changed it, so it must be okay. That makes sense. So we'll get to the Enoch. Maybe we'll do something Saturday on it, but let's stick with the Bible study. We are traveling with Jesus and the 12 disciples as they make their way through their day. And we're picking up the mannerisms and the teachings of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So let me share the screen here. I like to say, that new camera getting on my nerves. And we done tried 2 different phone companies. The fact of the matter is, it's a 2017 camera. And I believe that it live streams. Y'all can't say that. But I believe it's outdated. It's a 2017 camera. We're in 2021. We was able to get it because the price came down because it's old. I'm tired of getting stuff that's old. Baby, I know you didn't go to the bathroom just now. So we're going back to the old way. We're going back to the old way. This is getting on my nerves. It is. Seriously getting on my nerves. Is this window still open? What I doing? It is open. Hey, Ava J. So let's continue our saga. So I found out what was wrong with the phone case. The guy gypped us, and I should take it back, but since we didn't pay for it, I'll let it go. But I thought that we had the Samsung A12 5G. We got the regular old A12. I thought we had the 5G. So the phone case don't fit the phone because it's a different phone. I thought we had the 5G. I didn't know we just had the regular 4G. I wouldn't have got it. But anyway, we got a new phone here. I didn't pay nothing for it, so I ain't gonna cry about it. But the camera not working out, so we're gonna need a phone case to protect the phone. Hopefully, we can get one off Amazon for $3 or $4, and be done with it. But anyway, let's get to the Bible study. Mathhew 24, the destruction of the temples and the signs of the end times. Jesus left the temple and was walking away when his disciples came up to him to call his attention to its buildings. Do you see these things? Jesus asked. Truly, I tell you, not one stone here will be left on another. Everyone will be thrown down. Jesus speaks in parables. They think he's talking about the buildings. He's talking about the people, the Israelites. And yeah, Babylonians came in there and kicked the butt. The Romans came and kicked the butt. The people were thrown down. And nobody will be left in Jerusalem or Judah. As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. Tell us, they said, when will this happen, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of age? Jesus answered, watch out that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars, and rumors. I'm sorry, y'all. It's stinking cat. You wait till I do the sermon to take a dump. If you don't sit down somewhere, I'm going to seriously kick you. Ain't going to be no pretend. You know you're wrong for what you did. Stop with my son. You better be glad it's not Saturday. It's only the Bible study. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's get back. That instant gonna take forever to reach in here. As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. Tell us, they said, when will this happen, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age? Jesus answered, watch out that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. At that time, many will turn away from the faith and will betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and deceive many. Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold. The love of most people will grow cold, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. So when you see standing in the holy place the abomination that causes desolation, spoken through the prophet Daniel, let the reader understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let no one on the housetop go down to take anything out of the house. Let no one in the field go back to get their cloak. How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. Pray that your flight will not take place in winter or on the Sabbath, for then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be equaled again. If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened. At that time, if anyone says to you, look, here's the Messiah, or there he is, do not believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect, to deceive. See, I've told you ahead of time. If anyone tells you, there he is out in the wilderness, do not go out. Or here he is in the inner rooms, do not believe it. For as lightning that comes from the east is visible, even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Wherever there is a carcass, there the vultures will gather. Jesus is telling you about the days before he come back, and then he told you when he was coming back. The people they're not understanding what they're being told. Some of y'all that were listening were not understanding what Jesus was telling you. He was telling you when he come back, his people are going to be carried up in the rapture. But to those that he don't know, woe to you, especially to you pregnant women. Because when they start emptying out them bowls, the people that's still living, that's not walking with Jesus, they're going to have to deal with the pain. The stars falling on them, the sun falling on them, the mountains crumbling. You try to hide underground start crumbling. Hailstones, the size of boulders, raining hailstones. And you're going to wish you could die, but you won't. There's going to be locusts stinging and biting you. The river's going to turn to blood. It's going to be a stench because you know blood stinks when it gets hot. Them people that still living going to wish they was dead, but they won't die. It's a lot of agony. You got preachers telling you that when Jesus come back, that it's a joke. He coming back, and it's going to be all lovey-dovey. He coming to get his followers, and everybody else is going to get their butt whooped. You're going to get your punishment. For those that already died, they being punished in baby hell. But when Jesus come back, those who are still living are going to feel the wrath. Sores breaking out on them that itch like crazy, and you can't stop the itching. See, when God punishes you, he punishes you. So you keep thinking it's going to be all hunky-dory, and we're going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya, my Lord. No, it's going to be, why you stabbing me with a sword, my Lord. That's what it's going to be saying. People are going to be running, trying to find a place to hide. You try to hide in the mountains going to fall apart. You try and go underground, the bloody water going to come wash you back up. It's going to be a lot of suffering. And the sad part is you're going to wish you could die. But you got to be alive to feel every. The fact that boulders are going to rain from the sky like raindrops, but it's going to be boulders. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? Crushed under a boulder, and yet you ain't dying. Hitting the head with one. You feel the pain, but you ain't dying. That's not a pretty sight. How come the ministers don't tell you about this? Well, why do they leave this part out? Well, I won't. Jesus said, immediately after the stress of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give us light. The stars will fall from the sky. I just said that. And the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Then I will appear, the Son of Man in heaven, and then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. So Jesus just said what I said. When he come, they're going to gather all his elect, his followers, the people that he know and love. They're going to be picked up by the angels, and they're going to be carried to paradise. But everybody else, ooh, child, things are going to get easier. It ain't going to get easier. He said, now learn a lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it is near, right at the door. Truly, I tell you, this generation will not pass away until all these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. A lot of people took what he just said. Truly, I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened. Jesus is talking in parables again to confuse the Romans. We call a day a day. Hey, Snazzy. Appreciate you coming by. One day for us, is for them like 1,000 years. So if you say every generation is 100 years, what's 100 times 1,000? We only in 2021. This could go on. This actually could go on for another 10,000 years before Jesus come back. That's a low estimate. I said 10,000. People are planning for it right now. We could just be in the beginning stages. It could get worse. David, where you go sit down? The day and hour unknown. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor does Jesus, but only God the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the 10 days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage up to the day Noah entered the ark. And they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be in the field. One will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding with the handmill. One will be taken and the other left. Well, I wasn't going to say 100,000. That's discouraging, Snazzy. That's discouraging. Yeah, think about it. That's discouraging. So Jesus is saying, and this is something that I teach y'all. You can be talking to your friend, One of you gonna get took up, one of you ain't. You could be with your mate. One of y'all might get took, or none of you might get took. You could be at a family reunion. It might be 40 of y'all there. Only 8 of you might go. The other 8 gonna be sitting there. Hey, why am I not going? Hey, where you going? You ain't going nowhere without me. Hey, you forgot me, Jesus? I ain't forgot you. I don't know you. So therefore keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. But understand this. If the owner of the house had known at what time of night the thief was coming, he would have kept watch and would not have let his house be broken into. So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come in an hour when you do not expect him. Who then is the faithful and wise servant whom the master has put in charge of the servants in his household to give them their food at the proper time? It will be good for that servant whose master finds him doing so when he returns. Truly, I tell you, he will put him in charge of all of his possessions. But suppose that servant is wicked and says to himself, my master is staying away for a long time. And then he begins to beat his fellow servants and to eat and drink with drunkards. The master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and at an hour he is not aware of. He will cut him to pieces and assign him to a place with the hypocrites, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And once again, Jesus is referring to baby hell. Darkness, you want a slow burn, all you can hear is wailing. People wishing that they had done the right thing, but it's too late now. If I could just get a drop of water, I'm on fire, but I'm not burning up, but I still feel the flame burning me. That's why I made the song, Are You Ready or Are You Sin Heavy? Are you ready for Jesus to come back? Or are you so full of sin, you might as well be a galaxy away from Jesus and God? You ain't got no shot. This is the third time, or the fourth time. This is the third or fourth time Jesus has mentioned baby hell. But people say hell don't exist. This coming out of Jesus' mouth. You can tell me what your pastor said. Tell me what your reverend said. Tell me what the priest said. This coming out of Jesus' mouth. This is what Jesus said. Jesus can help you continue on. No man can. So whose word are you going to base your life on? The man of the church? Because chances are he's going to be the first one thrown in right after the devil. Let's continue. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. All right. Let's go to 25. A lot of the stuff that Jesus said was pretty simple, so didn't need to break it down. Let's keep going. We're in Matthew 25, the parable of the 10 virgins. We actually covered this in a sermon a couple months ago, but we'll do it again because we're going through the whole chapter. So I should hear comments because y'all should be familiar with this if y'all pay attention. At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 of them were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil in jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all became drowsy and fell asleep. At midnight, the cry rang out, "Here is the bridegroom, come out to meet him." Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish ones said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil. Our lamps are going out." "No," they replied, "they may not be enough for both of us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." While they were on their way to buy the oil, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins who were ready and went in with him to the wedding banquet, and the door was shut. Later, the others came. "Lord, Lord," they said, "open the door for us." But he replied, "Truly, I tell you, I don't know you. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour." This is Jesus telling you. Instead of worrying about treasures on earth, make sure you got your treasures in paradise. Because while you worried about what goes on down here, and you're not setting yourself up to continue on, it's going to be too late. The same way these ladies, and back then, if you was a lady, your whole life, you were groomed to be somebody's wife. It was a big deal. Where do you think the phrase old maid came from? You was an embarrassment. You were shamed if you did not have a husband. These ladies are in a competition to get this bridegroom. They in a competition. And they didn't bring, half of them didn't bring enough oil. You've been trained for this your whole life. How could you come not having enough oil? Some people have been going to church all their life and ain't learned nothing they could really use. You're supposed to be training. You're supposed to be getting taught something. But you're going to find yourself with no hope. Just like them ladies had no oil. You're not going to have no hope. You're going to want to know, how come the lady down the street who you make fun of, why she get chosen? And why are you standing down here with stuff falling on your head? You're going to wonder. The person who's nice and loving to everybody, how that punk get to go? I could beat that person with both my hands tied behind my back and one leg shackled. I could still beat that person up. Surely God would want me up there with him. No, he don't. But that's the thinking. A lot of people think that they're going somewhere. You're going to baby hell. If you're lucky enough to be dead, physical wise, before Jesus come back. If you're unlucky enough to be alive, You got to deal with all that agony. I don't want to deal with neither one of the agonies. Being in baby hell or having to be up here when all these things happen. The four horsemen, the cicadas and locusts, bigger than the pig, gonna be stinging you and biting you. And you keep waiting to die and you don't die. You want to die to escape the pain. Mountains falling on you, earthquakes swallowing you up. Ain't nothing worse than something hitting you from over your head you can't get out the way of, especially when hundreds, I said hundreds, thousands, it pulled to rain boulders like it rained water drops. You can't get out the way of the water drop. How you gonna get out the way of boulders? 100-pound boulders coming thousands at a time. I don't want to be. I don't want to be alive then. Do y'all want to have to deal with that? I don't. Let's continue on. The parable of the bags of gold. We covered this already. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who received the 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold, and see, I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with the 2 bags of gold also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come share in your master's happiness. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. Now, we covered this already, but I'll do it again. Listen to the man. This is why I say I don't like to deal with feelings. I don't like to deal with I think. But you hear this man. I knew you are a hard man. No, I feel you are a hard man. And I feel you've been taking stuff that you ain't developed, and you've been picking up things that don't belong to you. That's what I think. And I was afraid that if I went out and lost your money you didn't even earn, you cheating all these people, you might kill me if I didn't make a profit on your money. So I just buried it. And that way, I ain't got to worry about you killing me. There's your money. You left me a bag of gold. There's a bag of gold. Done. The master replied, "You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gathered where I have not scattered seed. Well, then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers so that when I return, I would at least receive it back with interest." If you were too lazy to go out there and create something with the bag of gold, you could have took it to the bank and let it earn interest. But instead, you put it in the ground, it just sat there. It didn't pick up no value, it just sat there. You give me back the same thing I gave you. You didn't produce anything. You didn't bear any financial fruit. So the master says, take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have, will be taken from them. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where he will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Once again, Jesus is referring to hell. People who don't produce good fruit are going to be thrown in hell. We covered what good fruit is. People who help make their fellow lives better by the resources that they have. Snazzy says he's falling asleep. Mud Duck says, why not take the gold and run away? Because he would have got hunted down and been killed. Obviously, the guy lazy. That's why he only gave him one bag. When I come to y'all and I have to ask y'all for help, I think it is scripture right here. Because most of the time, when I come and ask you for help, I have a quarter of the money, or half of the money, or 75% of the money. Those that have something will be helped a lot more than those that have nothing. If you a rich businessman and I tell you, I got a great idea for a new company, I just need some help with the funding. I got the ideas, I got the people in place, I got the building set up, I got the copyright set up, but I need $100,000. I got 25. I'll make you half partner. The first thing we're going to do is pay you back 50 of the 75, and then we split the profit right down the middle. If I come to you and I say I got nothing, and I need you to put up the whole 100,000, you're going to be reluctant. But if I can raise 25,000, and I got a good business plan, you'll say okay. You'll say okay with me having a quarter of the money or half the money than having none of the money. This guy was fronted a bag of gold, which at that time was a lot of money. He didn't do nothing. He didn't bear any fruit. Bearing fruit means results. You call yourself a Christian, you call yourself a follower of Jesus. How many people have you brought to Jesus? When people see you, how many people say, hey, I want to be like that person? When you talk to people, do you take their minds off their troubles? Do you set them at ease? Do you do anything? If you don't, you're not bearing fruit. And bearing fruit isn't just financial. Bearing fruit is, are you representing Jesus' kingdom that he's going to bring down here on earth after everybody get cleaned out? That's the question. I know it's getting late, y'all. We almost done. The sheep and the goats, when the Son of Man comes in his glory and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people, one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on his right side and the goats on his left side. Then the king will say to those on his right, come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? Why did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? The king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Can I say that again? I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me. Can I say that again? Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me. Anytime you help somebody that's lower than you, and you do it because Jesus would want you to do it, not because you want to get a pat on the back, not because you want to be in the paper, not because you want attention. Jesus said, do it for me. Then he will say to those on the left, depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, and you did not invite me in. I needed clothes, and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not look after me. They will also answer, Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger needing clothes or sick in prison and did not help you? Truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me. So he repeated it. If there's somebody in need and you can help them and you selfishly don't, there's somebody in need and you can help them and you selfishly don't, you are denying Jesus also. Keep that in mind the next time you see somebody in help that you can help and you selfishly don't help them or her. Selfishly don't do it. You could do it. Well, I ain't helping them. She put on them. That's why I say put good things in your book. But when you do it, don't announce it to everybody. The people who you help will let everybody know what you did. You shouldn't be looking for a pat on the back from people that can't do nothing for you. Can't nobody get you off this planet but Jesus. You do good acts to be an example to other people to do good acts. When you go around, I ain't helping nobody do nothing. I don't care how much I got. I got all this in excess. I see you starving. I see you living under the bridge, and I got 5 houses I don't even use. I could let you stay in one, but put on you. Get your own. Those are the ones that's going in the lake of fire with the devil and his demons. Chung Lee says, I was taught this, BD. This ain't the first time we came across this verse. I think I've done it 2 or 3 times. That's why I said there should be some people in the chat talking. So Jesus said, they will also answer, when did we see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger or needing clothes or sick or in prison and did not help you? And he'll reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me. Then they will go away to eternal punishment, but the righteous to eternal life. That's Jesus again telling you. That's Jesus again telling you. How many times in these past 2 verses did Jesus tell you, if you don't do what's expected, this was going to happen to you? And there ain't no exceptions. Ain't no exceptions. We're looking at this to not only hear from Jesus' lips, but to also watch how he carried himself. Are you carrying yourself that way? If you're in a position to help people, do you help them? Or do you selfishly keep everything you have in abundance to yourself? Jesus says to sell everything you have and give it to the poor. Pick up your cross and come follow me. A lot of people don't understand. In order to walk with Jesus, you got to get up there on the cross with him. Why is this not being taught? You can't worship things. You can't worship people. You can't worship cars or land or houses. You got to be dead to all of that. Being blessed with extra is a curse, because more is expected of you. And if you don't share it with those less fortunate than you, that's the reason why you have it. You don't have it to lord it over other people. You have it to share. So if you keep putting things that you really don't need above doing what Jesus and God expect of you, they don't know you. They don't know you. Snazzy says, that's right at Chung Lee. Keep my husband in your prayers at Minister Bubba Derek. His truck almost jackknifed in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll send pics. He is okay, just shook up. Oh, thank goodness. Chung Lee says, oh no, Snazzy. I will pray for him. I'm glad he okay. This world is so crazy. Yeah, you never know. You never know. You know, I'm really disappointed that we can't get the 360 live. But I promise y'all, if we ever get another stimulus, or the next time I get a YouTube check, which might be February or March, maybe April, I'm going to buy the Roland or the Insta One. And we're going to get this done. But we going back to the using the phone and just having that one camera view. And we'll bring the other footage along. I brought both of the 360-degree cameras, but I forgot to delete the footage off. That's why we don't have no footage of the nice ride. And I rode around extra for nothing. I rode around extra for nothing. There's no footage of it because one camera stopped working and the other camera, the memory card was full from what we did on Monday. I forgot to delete the stuff off the camera. Yeah, it's deleted now. And it's ready to go. But that's a hard lesson to learn. We're going to start trying to do stuff cheaply. And we're going to buckle down. Snazzy, I hope your husband is okay. I hope the truck doesn't cost too much to fix. Chun says, not for nothing, you got out and got some fresh air, BD. Well, yeah, and also I picked up 2 subs. The girl inside the market. Yes, he ran over. I don't know. It wasn't even recording. And the camera had stopped. I didn't even know it. She came over. There he is. There he is. He's always videotaping. I came over here to say hi to everybody and be on the screen. I was serious. And I said, I had the camera on the helmet. I said, look at the camera. The red light's not blinking. She said, oh, I can't be on. I said, well, hold on a sec. I don't think it's gonna work inside the store, but I went on and kept hitting it. And then it came on. I was like, say hi to everybody. I don't know if y'all can see that. So let's find out. Was y'all able to see that? It's only 2 people here? YouTube said it's only 2 people watching. Oh, I'm on different channels. Don't forget, y'all, I'm on the Minister channel. I'm on the Brother Derek e-bike channel, and we on the e-bike while disabled. I forgot I'm streaming on 3 channels. I forgot about that. So on the Minister channel, was 9 of y'all watching. And I had to stop it when I was talking to the guy because we exchanged channels. John Lee said, sounded like you had some wee moments. Seen him and it cut off. Let's take a look here. I know it's about 50 of these things stopping and starting. It said we still alive. That's 54 seconds. 15 seconds. Yeah, we're going to leave that alone. I'm not even going to fool with it anymore. Yeah, that's why I'm not even going to fool with it anymore, Snazzy. That was money wasted. Yeah, it was just money wasted. But we gave it a shot. Hold on. Snazzy sent some photos. Wait a minute. Give me a second to transfer them over. Let me see where they start at. He said, happened yesterday. Truck almost went over the mountain. He was able to save himself and the load. A deer ran across the highway last night. It could have been a disaster. The mountain roads are steep. Yeah, people think a deer, they think a Bambi. But a deer can get you hurt quick. Especially if you're in a car or truck. And they strong too. I hit one and they got up and kept on going. I said, what the hell? Because the animal was so stupid. I went one way and he went the other way. And then I went the other way and he came back. I said, look, man. Finally, I said, look, you just gonna get hit. And nothing I can do about it. And I got ready for the impact. All right, y'all. Snazzy sent us some pictures. Just give me 1 second here. I'm copying them, saving them to the download folder so we can open them up in the editor. Or the picture player. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was young, I wanted to be a truck driver. Man told me he made $1,500 a week. But then I had to back it up. I said, no, I ain't good at backing up. Being honest, I ain't good at backing up. No, this ain't for me. I ain't good at backing up. So I kind of look up to, people that drive trucks. Driving a box truck, that was enough for me. I ain't want to go no higher than that. All righty, can y'all see? No, you can't see it yet. Hold on. Share screen. And there you go. All right, can y'all see that on y'all screen? Yeah, it do look like he was on the mountain. Look like it's ready to tumble over. Yeah, you can see the damage. Yeah, definitely jackknife. And it's a good thing it didn't topple over. But y'all can see, look, it's ready to, it looked like it wouldn't turn over. You can actually see the left side look like it's lower than the right side. So yeah, it was ready to turn over. You can see it's unbalanced. Check this out, y'all. Look at how close. Look at how close he was to tumbling down the mountain. Look where the back wheels is. And if we pan up, you can see it was ready to topple over and take everything. Him, the load, all the way down the mountain. It was a blessing he was able to stop. Y'all see he off the road. That truck could have rolled down the cliff and caught on fire or something. Look at that, y'all. He off the road. Look at that. Yup, that truck could have just tilted over and rolled on down the mountain. And look, y'all can see this part supposed to be up here with this wheel. See how that part up there? This part supposed to be up here, covering the wheel. Look, it's back on the second wheel. It's supposed to be up here straight. It's amazing it didn't turn over. Carl, we're definitely watching out for Snazzy's husband. There go the tow truck. Now y'all saw from the picture earlier that he was over here, so the tow truck did pull him back because he was already over the curb. Y'all remember? The tow truck, you can see it's chained up. They actually pulled him back on the road. These tires were over there in the grass. You can see the indentions right there. Check that out. If it would have tipped over, look at that embankment. If the truck would have tipped over, look where it would have fell. I don't know if her husband would have survived that. That's rough right there. That's a big rig, boy. That's a big rig. All right, that's the last one. Okay. All right, she sent something else. Hold on. All right, she sent us a link talking about the hill that he was on. So, share screen. Yeah, I'm glad he okay too. I know he glad he okay. Signal Mountain.
A week ago, I took a trip back to Chattanooga, Tennessee. It was me, my girlfriend, and my brother and sister. Like any other adventure on my channel, it was a very random trip, very last minute, and so it happened to be Tennessee again, even though we had already been there, but decided to go because there were still places we had not seen or mountains we hadn't gone up to, so we went. Now, Lookout Mountain is one you guys already know in all its glory. It has quite a few spots up there to check out. Go on my YouTube channel and browse through it, and you'll find the spots, even though it might be a little of an egg hunt to find. But if you go through the videos, you just might find some nice spots through my videos. But today's, what I'm going to let you guys in on is a new mountain we found that happened to be the highest mountain we've been on and actually made it up driving to. The mountain is called Signal Mountain. We did not get to explore the mountain in its total, but we did find an amazing hike to a waterfall. All you guys have to check out. For sure, you won't be disappointed, and it'll be amazing. You'll be at the top of the waterfall at 110 feet high. But the point of the video today is that I'm going to show you guys a first-person point of view of us going up and down the mountain. Because if you haven't been to a mountain like I had a few years ago, it'll be an amazing thing to see, especially in this time of year. All the colors of the trees are changing. It's beautiful. So I hope you guys like this, and let me know if you enjoyed it and if I should do more videos like this. Also, if you haven't already, subscribed to these amazing location videos.
I want to prevent it. Let's go. You look at it through the camera.
In 1,000 feet, sharp right on the East Brown Road.
Beer on Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Look at that incline. Oh, Lord.
See the love in a woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child. no mother's love.
We made it.
Sharp right onto East Brown.
If there weren't for the killer and my senorita, I'd have no reason
Don't
to
look
stay.
down.
Adios and bye, con
I just had to edit it out. But you figure the people that make the video will have this. Oh my God, look at that, y'all. Oh, hell no. Look at that. Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Look at that, y'all. That's crazy. I complain about the hills here. God darn. Snazzy said her husband is so grateful to still be here. Yeah, look at that, y'all. That's crazy. That truck would have rolled down the hill and it would have caught fire and blew up. That's how close her husband was to death. That's a beautiful house. God darn. I would call that a mansion, but somebody gonna tell me it's not. For everybody watching, there's 9 of y'all on the Minister channel, and it's 3 of y'all on the e-bike channel. So I'm talking to somebody, and y'all like, who? They on one of the other channels. I only got 2 phones here. Well, hold on a second. Let me turn this phone on. Wait a minute. Of course, it ain't showing up. If it is a minister, hold on a second, y'all. Tony on the wrong channel. Come over to the minister channel, Tony. Come to the minister channel or the e-bike for life channel. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm telling Tony to come over to the minister channel. He's over there on the Brother Dark e-bike life channel. We live streaming on e-bike while disabled. We're live streaming on Minister Brother Derek e-bike life, and we live streaming on Brother Derek e-bike life. Through all of that, we still going uphill. Are you serious? I would love to put Bessie. I love to put Bessie to work on this hill. Let me see. Can we get some music?
Yo, this Bro Darryl, the one-man show, coming at you with a remix. I know this is something you can get with because we all want cash. We all want to be wealthy. Here comes my intro. Yo, when it comes to women, I'm selfish. I don't want to share them. I want to be rich so I can own a harem. Most brothers can't satisfy one. Shucks, give me 5 and I'll make them all come. Shoot, give me 6 or 7 and I'll be in heaven. But ain't nobody in this world want to give me nothing. To get something, you have to earn it or take it. The ends justify the means, so take it any way you can get it. Don't sweat how, just get it. I want to die in Baltimore, but not poor. I want to be chilling with my minions on the eastern shore or the suburb of DC. Yo, nod your head if you're feeling me. I don't want an apartment or regular home. I want 5 acres so my seed can roam the prairie and I can have parties and mad cookouts. See, that's what I'm talking about. Some say I'm never satisfied. That's true, but you can always do better. So realize, wake up and smell the coffee. Don't get that man joke off me. I refuse to labor all my life and I broke. That's not a joke, but that's the lifestyle of my black folks. Unless you got talent, and that's no guarantee. You got to have smart, a lot of heart, and that describes me. Yo, I wanna make a million, have money spilling, God willing, I'm gonna make it. And no man, no government, no army is ever gonna take it. No, I ain't trying to front. Money is what I want. I wanna be rich, so when I come outside, I see oak trees, not bottles, bums, and bags of debris. Yo, I need to make a million. I know y'all feeling this. Yo, if you ain't down, right, you can't get with this. Right. Check out this hit. Right. Check out the rounds I spit. I'm setting it off, doing my own thing, blasting off. I'm my own boss. I want to make a million and be filthy rich. I want gold. I want to roll, but I'm not willing to sell my soul. I can't throw a football, don't possess the height to dunk. Can't box like Tyson, but I ain't no punk. I want to be iced out, surrounded by girls. I want to tame the world. Be a community activist on a nationwide level. My advice to keep me out of trouble because it follows me wherever I go, because when I broke roads, I was trying to slow down. I'd rather reaching for the stars I want it all. A mansion, a business, and fancy cars, one for each day of the week, with the tinted windows so you hoes and bros can't peek at who I'm riding with. I'll be sipping off the couch. I be talking sticking faces. The Alps and Jamaica be the faces. I visit for vacation. I want a maid and a butler to be my personal slave, and I will be for those who need help. When I get rich, I won't keep it all to myself. Yo, hey. I need to make a million, right, have money spilling, right, God willing, right, I'm gonna make it. And no man, no government, army will ever take it. Yo, I ain't trying to front. That money is what I want. I'm trying to get rich, yo. When I come outside, I want to see oak trees, not bottles, bums, and bags of debris. Yo, I need to make a million. Yo, I want to be rich so I can hit every bit in the land. I want to find a cure for AIDS so I can stay laid. I was want to stay paid, but I want to be wealthy with no financial worry. I want to be buried in a tomb near a lagoon or pond. I wish I had a magic wand, and with one wave, my troubles would be gone. And I want close to me, whatever shed a tear. 1970 was a good year, I know, because that's the year I was born. My mom's name is Derek, which is the device that drove all our money maker. That wasn't that nice. We went and got the idea. When my mom died, you know, it broke my heart because I was barely paying the rent. So now my time is spent plotting, scheming, and dreaming of hitting it big, one plan after another. So for me, my family, and my mother, yo, I need to make a million. That's what I'm talking about, yo. I ain't trying to die broke. You know what I'm saying? So check it out, yo. I need to make a million, what? Have money spilling, what? God willing, what? I'm gonna make it, and no man, no army or government is ever gonna take it. Yo, I ain't trying to front. Money is what I want. I wanna be rich, so when I come outside, I can see oak trees, not bottles, bums, and bags of debris. You know what I'm saying? That city like, yo, I need to make a million. I don't want to die poor and bought so long. I want a mansion on the eastern shore or Ocean City. Have me a nice beach house so I can ride everyone over and we can get down. Pound for pound, I'll take francs, pesos, whatever. I just need a million. Roger with a one-man show with a remix. I'm gonna let this play out. You want to take the camera, then you nod your head to this. I'm out. All right, y'all. I let the song finish out, but the video ended. Let me see if the camera picked this up or not.
It came on? There she is.
Hey y'all, it's the Giants working tonight in here. Don't play. Hey. Listen, he always recording.
For some reason, they like to call me to the doctors and everywhere. I take them down Fells Point. We go out to the lake. Yeah, I be riding that e-bike. You gotta check me out, Minister Bubba Derek on YouTube. You gotta check me out. Ended it, ended. But at least y'all got to see what I was talking about. Young lady came up to me and she wanted to be on the show. And the camera wasn't even recording. So did Ava or Tony make their way over here yet? To the Minister Brother Derek e-bike channel? It says there's 13 people watching. One person watching on the Brother Derek e-bike life. I got 3 people. Well, it was 3. Somebody just left. It was 3 people on the e-bike while disabled channel. That's told y'all I watch the scam baiting shows, and y'all see that's what being offered to me. We haven't checked out Kevin in a while. Let's go see what's going on with Kev. Trying to find a home screen. What? Uh-oh. People in Hyde Park, Chicago, still crying.
And the University of Chicago is stepping up patrols after the killing of a recent graduate and another shooting in Hyde Park's business district.
And tonight, city leaders and university officials are vowing to improve safety in one of Chicago's most well-known neighborhoods. WGN's Mike Lowe now live at the University of Chicago campus with more tonight. Mike?
Ray and Micah, good evening to both of you. Here at the University of Chicago, the university president is tonight saying he is working with City Hall to develop new public safety strategies for the Hyde Park neighborhood. Also here tonight, students are now mourning yet another senseless victim of gun violence in the city.
The question and the challenge is, what do we do now?
Tonight, University of Chicago students held a silent vigil, leaving cards and flowers for Xiaoshang Dennis Zhang, a 24-year-old recent graduate who was shot and killed Tuesday afternoon. It happened here in the 900 block of East 54th Place during an apparent robbery. According to the University of Chicago's president, the Hong Kong native had just earned a master's degree in statistics from the U of C this year.
Our community will come together soon to remember him and to honor his life.
The university is also working with City Hall on a public safety plan for Hyde Park.
Yesterday, there were a number of horrific events that happened in the Hyde Park area.
This vibrant and diverse Southside neighborhood was shaken by 2 bursts of gun violence Tuesday.
Just really brazen, callous, and reckless.
Just blocks from where Zhang was killed, there was another
Next
chilling
you gotta be up early tomorrow. Okay,
noon, someone opened fire on the busy
Thanks for coming by.
53rd Street business district,
I'm glad your
firing
husband
several
okay.
shots out of a car, hitting other vehicles and businesses, shattering a window at this ice cream shop.
The war on crime, the war on poverty, the war on drugs created communities that became war zones.
Everybody to work together so that we can kind of prevent shootings on the front end.
So today, more than a dozen elected officials, business owners, activists, and residents met at that corner.
We have to be here the following day.
Hyde Park's honorary mayor, Mario Smith, a radio host and poet, made it clear the community would have the last word.
This will not be our epitaph.
And the university tonight is pledging to put both its academic and policy expertise behind creative solutions to bring an end to Chicago's gun violence problem.
All right, y'all, hold on a sec. Tony is on another channel. So let me give him the link. Pull it up. Mute that. Mute that. Okay. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. All right, here you go, Tony. And Ava, everybody else? All right, and Ava wound up on that channel too. So let's get a refresh and see if something pop up there. Anybody ever heard of Maze Jackson?
Police say they've caught the man who carjacked Chicago radio host Maze Jackson. Jackson was targeted Tuesday morning while sitting at a red light in the South Loop. Behind bars for the crime tonight, 28-year-old William Nixon of Homer Glen. He was arrested in Aurora and brought back to Chicago to face charges. On Facebook, Jackson says he tried fighting back against the carjacker. The radio host was not hurt.
All right. Let's take a look at the Ahmaud Arbery.
And now back to that other high-stakes trial we are following for you. Day 4 in the trial of the 3 men charged in the death of Ahmaud Arbery underway now. Earlier today, jurors heard a recording of that first call placed to Glenn County Police the afternoon that Ahmaud Arbery died. ABC News' Alex Brachet joining us from outside the courtroom there in Brunswick,
Look
Georgia.
at Roddy trying to look all sad.
Alex, walk us through
You
what we have
wasn't saying
heard
when
this
you almost
morning
ran the boy
during the
over.
trial. We've obviously been following both of these trials, one there in Brunswick, Georgia, also the other in the trial of Kyle Rittinghouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Bring us up to date now. We haven't talked for a bit on what's happening there in Georgia.
Well, Kira, you were mentioning that 911 call. That was brought up through testimony from neighbor Matt Albinzi. And if you remember in some of the surveillance that we saw yesterday, we saw a gentleman riding his bicycle down the street shortly after Ahmaud Arbery was shot. That was Mathhew Albinzi. And we learned through testimony this morning that he had actually seen Ahmaud Arbery in front of Larry English's property earlier in the day. Albinzi was out removing some wood from a fallen tree in his yard, and he saw Arbery standing in front of the English property. He says that he thought it was a little bit odd, so he decided to grab his cell phone and grab a pistol, and he walked down the way behind a tree and called the Glenn County Police Department. What's interesting about this in his testimony, and the prosecutors really kind of drilled down on this, is that he did not call 911. He called what they called a 7800 number, which is the Glenn County non-emergency number. And the prosecution asked him why, and he said, well, because it didn't seem like an emergency. He also testified to the fact that he just saw Ahmaud Arbery wearing his T-shirt and his cargo shorts and his running shoes, and it didn't seem like that he had anything with him, and also that he did not see Arbery take anything from that open construction site at the Larry English property. And what's going on right now is we have another Glenn County investigator, Stephen Lowry, who's testifying. I stepped out of the truck, so I'm not hearing everything, but they were going through some of the pictures on Roddy Bryant's truck, some of the dents, and we heard about smudges and fibers left from that chase with Ahmaud Arbery. A couple of times there's been testimony brought up that Brian had tried to cut Arbery off a number of times, and the defense has argued at times that Ahmaud Arbery tried to open the door. Well, going on right now, we're hearing testimony from investigator Lowry about the pictures that he took subsequently after of Roddy Bryant's truck. But probably the biggest thing that's happened today is we've seen some presence in the courtroom from attorney Ben Crump. You're familiar with him, obviously. He was involved in George Floyd and probably most notably the Trayvon Martin case almost 10 years ago. He is in the courtroom today on behalf of the Arbery family, showing support to both Wanda Cooper Jones, Ahmaud Arbery's mother, and Marcus Arbery, the father of Ahmaud. And so they actually, he's been here all day along with Lee Merritt. And then we also had a press conference during our lunch break with Al Sharpton.
So, Reverend Al Sharpton speaking there today, praying with folks there. You mentioned Ben Crump, who's representing the family, also Lee Merritt. You've also got the NAACP that is there. I had a chance to speak with the president yesterday, Derek Johnson, also talking about the local chapter that's been so involved, Alex, with this case. What do you think, just this show of force on behalf of Ben Crump, of Lee Merritt, of Reverend Al Sharpton, and the NAACP, what kind of message does that send to the family, to the Black community, to really the entire country as we watch a trial that is just so racially charged there in Brunswick, Georgia?
Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, Kira, but I think first and foremost, they're trying to show support to this family, to let them know that it's not just the community here in Brunswick that is behind them, but also people from around the country. And so it was important for Attorney Ben Crump, as he mentioned today, and Lee Merritt, and also Reverend Sharpton, who said that, look, he wasn't supposed to be in Brunswick today. He actually rearranged his plan specifically to be here today to show that support to this family. But I think also whenever you have these national entities that parachute on this tiny town, a lot of it is about bringing attention, renewed attention to this case, and not just what's going on inside the courtroom, but also whenever it comes to the way these types of investigations are handled. We heard Attorney Ben Crump earlier today on the steps of this courthouse talk about how he had frustrations about just how these defendants were initially treated by responding officers and how this scene was processed, and in what world, according to him, would you see, a father and son, a Black father and son who had just shot a man, and responding police come up and ask immediately, "Are you okay?" And not at least try to detain them while the scene is being secured. And so those are lines that we've heard from Attorney Ben Crump, Lee Merritt, also Reverend Al Sharpton, and going forward, they're going to try to bring attention to the handling of this case. Actually, I got a chance to ask Reverend Al Sharpton about this, because at this point, he drew parallels to Trayvon Martin, he drew parallels to George Floyd. But one of the things that I wanted to drill down on is now day 4 in this trial. What stood out specifically to him about this case? And take a listen to what he said.
That when we hear a judge say that there may have definitely been racism in jury selection. 2, when we hear self-defense or defense, when they've never established an offense. And 3, that when we hear a judge say that there may have definitely been racism in jury selection. 2, when we hear self-defense or defense, when they've never established an offense. And 3, when you have the first people from law enforcement and medical examination come to the scene and admit that they did nothing to try and keep this young man alive, that they had already said that they felt that there was nothing they could do, and watch him die, which is like George Floyd, which is why the laws need to be dealt with, and which is why we need the national spotlight on these cases. Let's remember, when Ben Crump and then a week or so later, I got involved in a Trayvon, nobody ever heard of Trayvon. That's right. When Ben Crump called me, I'd never heard of Trayvon. When Ahmaud Arbery happened, I never heard of this case. I never heard of Brunswick, Georgia. And I used to stay in Augusta with James Brown. When I first had Father Marcus on my show, we first started hearing about it. We show up because that's what we do. Yes, we show up. Yes, sir.
So again, you hear the Reverend Sharpton talk about, yes, it's showing support to this family, but also very much about bringing attention to this case and the way it's been handled thus far. Kira?
Alex Prochet there outside the courthouse in Brunswick, Georgia. We will continue to check in with you. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC.
New at 10 tonight. Police say they've caught the man.
You know, as a black man, that's really scary. That's really scary. That you got a young man dying in the street and the cop don't pay no attention to him. But the men that's alive holding guns, he asked them if they all right. That's rough right there.
She is just one of a list of 19 people robbed at gunpoint within a month in the Wicker Park and Bucktown area. Tonight, the woman is speaking up as Chicago police say no one is being held responsible.
CBS News' Stephen Graves now with her story and a push from the community for change.
This Wicker Park woman is terrified.
It's traumatizing.
And wants to stay anonymous for this interview.
I mean, they have all of my personal information.
After robbers stole her money, ID, and vaccine information. They pointed 2 guns to her head as she walked to her apartment. It was 8:30 at night last Wednesday.
I let out a scream and they told me to shut the up.
The robbers only telling her to talk when they demanded her debit card PIN.
So I just kept repeating the same number over and over again.
They drove off in the car they came in near Damon and Schiller. This woman, one of 19 victims in the past month, similarly targeted in the Wicker Park and Bucktown area.
When you see these alerts, that number is alarming, definitely. But it's just one sentence in a list of incidents.
Incidents that have community groups in the West Town area concerned. Carjackings and shootings have put the 12th and 14th police districts in the red. Their overall crime has spiked this year compared to last. So fed up, these community groups plan to hold a big meeting next week, not only to discuss recent crimes like these armed robberies, but to also talk about the city and how it splits up different wards. The point there, to try to think of ways to unify leadership and find solutions to ongoing violence. Because the violence is a crippling cycle, one that has affected this woman who was also robbed at gunpoint near her home 5 years ago, scared to leave her place now at night.
It's a horrible, horrible feeling. And I don't want to feel that way. I mean, we're a community and we have to look out for each other.
Which is why she's speaking up and sharing her story, just one part of a list of many. In Wicker Park, Stephen Graves, CBS 2 News.
And Chicago police believe about 7 suspects are involved in these recent armed robberies. They're warning people to be aware of their surroundings and not to resist if attacked.
We can't get out of Chicago.
Building residents in Oak Park forced to evacuate by midnight tonight because of structural concerns with the building they've been living in. And WGN's Sean Lewis is in Oak Park tonight with the latest as they move out.
Tonight, the rush to get out. It's just 5 days' notice. The residents of 930 North Boulevard in Oak Park were ordered to move out. Are you packed up?
Yes, I am. I'm packed already. My boxes and everything's packed.
In what's being called a routine inspection on October 22nd, the village deemed the building structurally unsound. According to records, Goldman Investments purchased the property for just over $8 million in December 2019. And while modernization efforts were being done, it was the structural integrity of concern to those inspectors, finding a large structural repair in the back of the building near what used to be the pool and 3 to 4 inch slopes in the floor.
That's inside. That's your wall? That's my walls in the front.
Joyce Brown, who's lived here for 10 years now, tells me cracks along the ceiling in her unit have been patched up for years, but inevitably reappear.
It's overwhelming. I mean, you just stuck. You don't know what to do. I got my grandson is in school. I have to pick him up. I don't know what to do.
The current management company, 33 Realty, took this property over just 7 days before that latest inspection. It says a full structural analysis of the building could take weeks, which was past Oak Park's deadline of November 5th to submit a report. So the move out was ordered by the village, who deemed it in imminent danger of failure or collapse.
The importance here is the tenants and their safety. We're working on that. We found housing for every single tenant at this point. As you can see, we're moving them all out. We're assisting. It's our employees that are helping them move. It's third-party movers that are helping. We're paying for everything.
These cracks or whatever it is, they didn't come yesterday.
Longtime resident Deborah Leonard Porch praised 33 Realty for its help and asks why the structural issues are now just being discovered by the village inspectors.
Because they
the
want to
collapse
get you
of a
out of there,
12-story South
redo
Florida
the building,
in
and then
June.
make the
The
price
village just
twice as
didn't
much.
seem to care until Florida, because these problems didn't happen last night. They didn't happen when the new management company came. They were already here.
The village has come together to assist us. We're very appreciative of that. Our goal is to get everyone out by the deadline today, which the village put on us, which is 11:59 p.m. We're confident we're going to hit that deadline. We're going to have this building fully vacated.
The village says the last inspection here was in October 2019, just before that sale to Goldman Investments. They said at the time the building was fully occupied and had carpeting, making it hard for inspectors to see any structural deficits, which they saw in the inspection just last month. In Oak Park, Sean Lewis, WGN News.
Up next, a Chicago police sergeant and
they're going to rebuild it. They're going to rebuild it. And they're going to jack the rent up. Watch. Keep an eye out for that story, y'all. I'm calling it. Did he do a video today? I'm gonna regret this, but come on.
Oh no, Moon A.
Come on, Gavin, you over there now. You don't get in trouble, boy. Marking the walls up.
Oh no, Moon A. Moon A. Moon.
All right, I don't understand what he's doing. That was Kevin Kane. We checked in on him.
And now a CBS 2 political investigation. She was hired to crack down on police corruption in Harvey. But after only a few months on the job, Olivia Cobbins resigned, she says, in disgust. She talked exclusively to CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov about what she claims is rampant, ongoing misconduct.
My passion is police reform. And that passion is why Olivia Cobbins says she signed on in August as the head of internal affairs for Harvey's police department. The former Chicago cop says she had Mayor Christopher Clark's blessing to clean up misconduct. But this week, with less than 3 months on the job, Cobbins handed in her letter of resignation.
I couldn't stand in the position that I was in as a woman and as a police officer and see the level of corruption.
Yeah, they told you better get out. They're
Harvey.
gonna find you hanging. We ain't stupid.
I couldn't stay.
In her letter, Cobbins focuses on an incident at Thornton Township High School in October. She says an officer came to her with allegations Harvey's deputy chief punched a handcuffed student in the chest. Cobbins says when she tried to investigate, police higher-ups blocked her from accessing evidence, including body cam video.
And it wasn't the first time. This was more like the third time that my access was restricted.
She also says a higher-up laughed at her attempts to look into death threats against a Harvey police officer.
When his cries for help were laughed at, I knew I couldn't stay.
Clark beat longtime Harvey Mayor Eric Kellogg in 2019, promising to crack down on violence and police corruption. But Cobbins says, in her opinion, nothing's improving.
If I don't stand up for the people that live in Harvey, no one will.
We called and visited Harvey's police department and city hall. The mayor didn't make himself available, but in a statement, city administrator Timothy Williams calls Cobbins' claims vengeful utterances from an ex-employee who'd been facing termination, and calling charges superiors impeded her investigation blatant lies. But Cobbins calls Harvey's reply blatantly untrue, and she says she's taken her concerns to the FBI and the U.S. Department of Justice. Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News.
Change is never easy. Change is never easy. It's getting late. Is Marshall still on sale? I don't know why they won't fix this. Why won't they fix this? Seriously. Can I open the image in the new tab? No, it won't do it. So what if I go here? What about now? Well, how are you going to see that? All right, here we go. All right, y'all. This is the Pass Select GS9 Plus. This is the Plus, baby. It's on Black Friday sale. Black Friday sale for $15.99 with my coupon. With my coupon, this bike is $15.99. Look at those 26-inch, 4-inch wide fat tires. Look at that 14.5 amp hour battery. Look at those hydraulic car-like brakes. Look at that 9-speed Shimano shifter. It has a beautiful color display. And it's got full suspension. It's nearly impossible to find a bike that looked this good with everything on it. Oh, I'm sorry. 750 watt motor that peaks at well over 1,000. This is the kit and caboodle. This is the queen of the hill. This is the mother lode, the mother chode. I challenge you to find a better e-bike at this price range with these features. And it don't look like an e-bike. Security guard at the hospital said that my Pedelec PX5, a foldable, was a motorcycle, but nobody said nothing about me when I was bringing this bike there. And look at them fat tires. They thought it was a bike. Let me get y'all the link. Let me get y'all the link. It's on Black Friday sale. This is the link for the Pedelec GS9 Plus. Oh, I ain't give you the link. Wait a minute, I ain't give you my coupon code. Use this coupon code. And it's a long coupon code. Okay. Copy it. All right, y'all. This is the coupon code. If you want to get the Pedelec GS9 Plus, or we call her Marsha Brady. Now they're asking $17.99. Now what can my coupon do for you? What can my coupon do for you? They're asking $17.99. I can get you this bike for $15.99. Where you gonna find a bike for $15.99 with all those features? Where you gonna find a bike for $15.99? $15.99. $15.99. Y'all see me ride this bike. Y'all know it's good. Y'all have seen me ride it. Hello, everybody. This is Minister Brother Derek. Welcome to the show. Hi. Short video for y'all. Look, I'm here to tell you, but not just tell you, I'm here to show you. This is me riding the Marsha, the Pedelec GS9 Plus e-bike. This is me riding it. You don't believe me? This is me riding it. And you can see I'm not a tall person. And you can see I'm not in the best of shape. I'm not no handsome person. But hey, I'm wearing the same shirt. The best bike that Pedelec has to offer. Let me tell you something about this bike. Look at those 26-inch, 4-inch wide tires. Look at them. Look at them. Y'all see my lock? See bang bags? I'm a YouTuber. That's a Bluetooth speaker. That's a cell phone I'm recording on. Yes, you can see this live. There's also a 360-degree camera on this, but you can't see it. But take a look. I was at a sidewalk cafe. That's the only reason why I'm on the sidewalk. Because I was eating at a sidewalk cafe. But you're going to see me. Get out into the street. Look at the smile on my face. You can have this smile too. Look at the smile on my face. I'm waiting for this man to get out the way. Y'all notice? Waiting for this man to get out the way, and then we're gonna get right back to it. We're gonna get out the street. I'm gonna show you what you can do when you got a real e-bike. Not one of them toy e-bikes. You got a real electric bike. A bike that don't look like a bike. These bikes look like regular mountain bikes. You can find at any store. But when you see it, you know they premium. Then you see it. We get out here on the street and we ride. This could be you. Get out your mobility scooter. Put away your walker. Get out here and ride. Ride with the kids. This is the Pedelec GS9 Plus. It has a 750 watt motor that can peak at almost 1100 watts. Why would you want anything else? We get ready to get out here with the big boys. We ain't playing. We about to get out here with the big boys. Waiting for the call so we can get out of here. And then we going. Look at the power. Where did I go? I didn't go to, it's a bike lane right there. We didn't get in the bike lane. Why we didn't get in the bike lane? Now we getting in to get in front of these cars. Here in Baltimore, all we got is hills. All we got is hills. You need something to get you up the hill. Regular bike just won't do unless you an athlete in great shape. A regular bike won't do you no good. You need to get you an electric bike. And as you see, we out there with the cars. Now I am in the bike lane because they provide one. But I'm going to get over because I got time. So we letting all the cars do what they got to do. And then we going to get over there and we going to join them. I'm trying to see it. You can see the speedometer. It's in between the two lenses of the 360 camera. There's always a bus. This is John Hopkins University over here. This is John Hopkins University, and that bus is for them college kids. It takes them around to local businesses, you know, so they can get what they need and get the food and everything, books and supplies and all that. It's blocking the way. Bike lane is over there. We out here riding with the big boys. Y'all see that bike lane over there? You see it. We don't want the bike lane. That's what we paid. That's what we spend our money for. I want to ride with the cars. I don't want to pay insurance. I don't want to have to worry about getting registered. I don't want to have to worry about a driver's license. I just want to be. Then we can hit the 37. I went into the settings and I put the kilometers on 100. That's 65 miles per hour. I don't know if she can do 65 miles per hour, but let's see. We're waiting for the light to change, and then we're gonna gun it. Are they changing? Let's get it. Let's go, y'all. Can we beat it? We hit 36. We hit 36. $15.99. We hit 36 twice. My helmet trying to come off my head. Going up.
light change. Car right there waiting on us. Yep, I would have tried it. Y'all have found me in the weeds. We got a new subscriber today, y'all. Jesus for all serve. I knew it right in front of me. Hope you don't keep up. Bobcat sent me a video, y'all, earlier today. We're gonna look at it next. Oh, Lord. These folks are ridiculous. This new light. Oh, Lord. New light won't stay on my face. We're tied down. It ain't for this bike anyway. I didn't buy it for this bike. I wanted y'all to see me ride. And those two videos that I showed you, I was 293 pounds. I stay between 275 and 280 now, thanks to healthier eating and riding the e-bikes. They gave me a mobility scooter. I shot up to 320 pounds. Now I stay between 275 and 280. One day I was 272. 272. Okay. Bobcat sent us a video. Let me find it real quick. I think it's a video. I know it's a link. Let me share the screen with y'all. Bobcat sent this. Wait a minute. That's the wrong thing. Hold on. Whoops. All right, Bobcat sent us this. I wonder if the seller knew about this. This is the G9. This is the GS9, I'm sorry. It's a replica. It's the bike before the bike that we got on sale for $15.99. So Walmart has the GS9. I had it on sale last week for $11.99. If y'all didn't get it, I don't know what to tell you. Oh man, I know I put it on. Why you not showing it?
I look down with the phone and I see a black screen. Why? I know I shared the screen. Why it ain't showing up? Take a look, y'all. This is the GS9. It got 2.8 inch wide tires. You see it's the same frame. It got the hydraulic brakes just like the other bike. It got a 13 amp hour battery. But the bike I just showed me riding. The difference is bigger tire, 9-speed shifter instead of an 8-speed shifter. They both got hydraulic brakes. They both got the same front and rear suspension. They both got color displays. The difference is the fat tires and the motor. The motor on this bike is 500 watts. They peak between 750 and 800. So every picture they seem to have of the bike. So Walmart don't sell a green version? I don't know if y'all noticed, but their price is $13.99. So when we go back, my coupon should be better than this. My coupon should be better than this. It's the same bike right here. It also comes in black and green. I know it looks gray, but it's black. It's black and green. Now they're asking on the website $15.99. Let me get y'all the link. I know that my coupon is going to beat Walmart's, or they dropped the ball. They don't need and me even promoting it when y'all can go to Walmart and get it the same day, and I had to wait a week for it. But they asking $15.99. The code in, Brother Derek, GS9. Let me copy it because I didn't put it in the chat. Copy. Put it in chat real quick. That's the link. That's my coupon code. Coupon code right there. Now, does my coupon code beat Walmart? Deal. Nope. We the same price as Walmart. Ain't no need me pushing that bike. I'm not going to push that bike anymore. My coupon code is the same. Let me go ahead and push Bessie. Let me go ahead and push Bessie. When I first started, this is the white version. I got the black version. This is the bike that I own right now. I was riding this bike today. This is the Pedelec PX5. I believe it's the best 500 watt motor e-bike out there. When I first started pushing this, I had it for $949. Then I got it down to $999. And we 17 of y'all had used my coupon to purchase this bike. A YouTuber most of y'all never heard of, and a bike company most of y'all never heard of. But we've sold 23 or 24 bikes since the summer. That's a lot. But it also shows you that people believe my words and that this is a good bike. This is a good company. Pedelec is. It just needs more name recognition. I ride all over town on this e-bike. This e-bike carries my fat behind around and never complains. It carries me around. It never complains. Uphill, downhill, it don't matter. It never complains. It's a great e-bike. I think it's the best 500 watt motor out there, period. Comes with fenders, comes with a rack. I use that rack. I use it every day. It's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It's got mechanical disc brakes. You got full front suspension, and you got a suspension seat post. So many e-bikes they make right now are hardtail. But this is the entry level. I'm telling you about the 2 bikes that I have. The GS9 Plus and the Pass Select PX5. This bike is great, but not at that price. $13.99 is too much. Copy. This is the link. I don't like that price of $13.99. You might as well get the bike that I just showed you, because it got hydraulic brakes and they got full frame suspension. Even though I think that this is probably probably a better bike. The other one is sexier, got a bigger battery, and it got hydraulic brakes and an 8-speed shifter instead of a 7-speed, and a color display. But if you need a foldable, this is a darn good choice. Let me tell you. You need a foldable, this is a good choice. Let me get you my coupon code. Other PX5. Copy it so I can show you what to do with it. And put it in the chat. And there's the link. Butter Dark PX5. See what you do with it. They asking for $13.99. That's too much money. My opinion. Paste my code in. It's $11.49. That's still too high, in my opinion. But it's a damn good bike. It's worth it. But I liked it better at $1,000. But I'm telling you, it's a damn good bike. I was riding this. Actually, I've been riding it all week. We need to the next time we go out, we need to transfer the stuff over to the other bike. It says we still live. Go into the YouTube studio. Yeah, we're not gonna fool with that camera no more. I'm done. Just money wasted. Come on. It's not available. I don't know how to stop this. How do you stop it? Are we still live? It's still live. This is me riding tonight. Could go out to the main road, but that's not no fun. Now I think we cut down here last time. But now, let me see if I can delete that video. Well, I'm gonna let it go and see how long it goes. My monetization. Just do them all. What am I doing? For the videos? Yeah, we're not gonna use the 360 camera anymore. I know when I'm beat, and I'm beat. I know when I'm beat, and I'm beat. Yeah, these feel good out here. I should have worn my cap. It's me riding on the Pass Select PS5. Oops. I'm out there riding with the cars. We're in 360. We on East North Avenue. Look, y'all, we can look behind. There's the graveyard. All right, we on green now. Really, Mr. D. Really. Now we could have avoided this hill. If you want Baltimore, you gotta go uphill. Ain't no getting around. What are you going home for? That's why I'm staying out the way. I'm over here. Nah, nah, nah. How you doing, officer? Look at the police. I believe we're gonna stop for them. Now we get tired of fooling with that bus. Sir, how you doing, buddy? This is how you ride on the sidewalk. Whoop. This is how you ride on the sidewalk. Watch out for the branch. How you doing, sir? Da 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 da. How you stop? How you stop? Da 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 da. How you stop? How y'all doing? I saw the old lady, so I got back in the street. Took that bus all that time to catch us. Go around it again. How you start? How you start? He's ready, he's on the way. All righty. If y'all would like to help my campaign, get an e-bike. Several to choose from. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a great night. I'm gonna have to trim that music out. I'm gonna go ahead and cook. I'm gonna have me some garden medley vegetables, cauliflower, carrots, the white cauliflower, whatever that's called. No, broccoli. The white broccoli is cauliflower, right? Then broccoli, peas, carrots, and I'm going to boil them with that bag of shrimp. Then I'm going to put them in the frying pan, and then I'm going to fry them. And we're going to add a little bit of fake Italian dressing for flavoring. And I'm going to go watch AEW Dynamite Wrestling. So y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming in. No more of that 360 video. Keep cutting off. throwing everybody for a loop. It keep cutting off. I'm going to stop messing with it. But the Past Select GS9 Plus is on sale for $15.99. I've never seen it this low. Black Friday sale. Get yourself one. If you don't want one, get one for your mate. Get one for your kids. Get one for your grandkids. Get one for your neighbor. Can't hurt. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the Bible study earlier. I will see y'all tomorrow. Snazzy, I'm glad your husband is okay. I'm glad he was able to keep the truck from going over because that was dangerous. And to be able to see how high he was up in the air. Y'all have a great night. As Nia would say, see you soon. As I say, hey, I see y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace and blessings, everybody.